Hey guys, my name is Cree. I'm a certified trichologist and my office is located right here in Houston, Texas, and it's called the Alopecia Doctor Hair and Scalp Spa. In today's video, I'm going to help you determine on whether or not you should go ahead and purchase that product that you've been seeing down your feed, that you've been seeing follow you wherever you go, wherever you shop. Are you a good candidate for this product? Now, I'm just going to show you a series of different photos, and what I want you guys to do is just basically kind of compare it to what you see in the mirror or compare it to photos that you have on your phone. And again, you will need a proper diagnosis, but this is just to help you get a general idea. If you want more information or more help about what's going on with your hair loss, I do offer, again, virtual appointments, and I'm going to put that information down below. So here is the first photo. So this is one of my clients back in St. Louis before I moved to Houston, Texas, and I don't think that I gave her a hair restoration treatment. I believe I might have done a hair replacement for her. But this type of hair loss that we're seeing right here is CCCA. So this might be something that you see a lot online. If you're a stylist on here, this might be what you see coming to your salon, and this is a pretty general idea of the pattern, what the pattern looks like if someone is suffering from CCCA. Now, in this case, her hair loss isn't that bad, but CCCA does get progressively worse. So the best thing for you to do is once you see that your client has hair like this, or your hair is beginning to look like this, you need to begin treatments or take products to help keep your hair in the hair growth cycle so all of your follicles do not miniaturize and close, and then you keep the permanent scarring, because that's what happens when you are dealing with CCCA. So in this case, even though CCCA is known to be a scarring permanent hair loss type, it's best that you go ahead, start treatment to maintain the hair that you have. So the answer is yes, it might not be the best, but it's better to start now than let it get progressively worse, and then now you have a big spot that's clean and smooth and there's nothing that you can do about it. So yes, if your hair loss looks like this, definitely buy the product, give it a try, but I will incorporate some other holistic, more advanced therapies with it to get the best results. Okay, so this type of hair loss is really tricky only because I cannot remember who this customer is, and it's important to have the information that they provide to you on the consultation in order to be able to properly diagnose. But I'm just going to look at the pattern, which is what you do when you're diagnosing hair loss anyway. You look at the pattern, and the pattern is going to tell me what it could possibly be. So this looks like this is hair loss due to hormonal issues. It could be a number of things. She could have thyroid issues, she could have just had a baby, she could be going through menopause. It could be so many different things that's causing this type of hair loss. But I want you guys to know that hormonal hair loss is temporary. This is reversible. So with this particular person, if I were to scope and I were to see follicles, then she would be a good candidate to restore hair. However, it depends on how long she allowed this type of hair loss to go on. Now, there are hair loss types that also has this sporadic pattern, like lichen planopilaris, and that is a permanent scarring type of hair loss. So again, if your hair loss looks similar to this, you may be okay to purchase product, but you probably want to make sure that you get a thorough consultation so you are fully aware of what type of hair loss you're dealing with so you can make the right buy. So when it comes to hair loss, this is the type of hair loss that you want to have, because this is one of the most easiest types to reverse. This is easy to diagnose. A lot of times, if you get the right information, chances are it's going to be androgenetic alopecia. Now, when you see that your hair loss is beginning to thin, it's best that you start something as soon as you see it, because there is a chance if you just let it go on for years and you never do anything, it can then become permanent. This is what I see when a lot of people come in and I notice that they have androgenetic alopecia, but because they went 10, 15 years without doing anything, their hair loss got really worse when in fact they could have restored their hair within that moment. So this is one of my favorite, I hate to say favorite, but it's just so easy to get people the results. And I also want you guys to keep in mind that this type of hair loss resembles, or this pattern type of hair loss resembles, a few other different types of hair loss. So again, it's always important to get the proper diagnosis, but those other hair loss types also are pretty easy to reverse, but they could have different underlying conditions. So it's important to understand what those underlying conditions are as well so you can get the best results. So if your hair loss looks like this, take a look at your pictures, take a look in the mirror, and if it resembles this, then you are in a great place to get results from products. Now, just because I'm saying you will get results, it does not I mean by any type of product. You want to make sure that you keep your hair in the hair growth cycle, and you need to make sure whatever products that you're using are doing that for you. And I'll just speak about that in another video, but I just want to leave you guys with that, and I hope that this information was helpful. I hope that you were able to compare, or you've seen something that's familiar to you and you're able to restore your hair. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have my own hair loss line as well as a line for psoriasis, dermatitis, and a number of other scalp disorders as well as skin disorders, and it's called Tricology My Happy Scalp. I'll also put that link below, and it's geared towards helping both men and women restore their hair loss. So if you've seen your hair loss look similar to any of these that I've shown you, yes, the regrowth bundle will be beneficial for you and you will see results. The important thing with any hair loss regimen that you choose is to stay consistent, and now you have to remember that this is now a new self-care regimen for you. It's that important. So was this information helpful to you guys? I really hope that it was. If you are a hairstylist, I hope that now you have a better understanding of which clients can actually get some results. Hopefully you're recommending the regrowth bundle. If you are dealing with hair loss, now you have a better understanding of which products will work. Hopefully you try the regrowth bundle, because you will see results if you have those certain types of hair loss. But if you guys want more information, or you just want to learn more about it, please hit the subscribe button, and you can visit the alopeciadoctor.com for education as well as ebooks on how to restore hair loss. Thanks for watching.